Joe Frager again at the Bethel dinner, 35th anniversary. Over 1,000 people here tonight. It's an unbelievable evening. We have Ambassador R Bolton with us, and of course he's the keynote speaker. What do you have to say about the state of Israel these days, the state of the state?
Well, the state of Israel is doing great. The neighborhood remains very dangerous, and it remains dangerous because of the Iranians, because of their presence increasingly across the region, because of their ongoing nuclear weapons program, because of the presence of Russia to an extent we haven't seen in 50 years. So there's a lot to be thankful for and happy about, but there's a lot to worry about too.
What do you think the president's going to do this week about Jerusalem?
You know, I don't pretend to have any inside information, but I think it's pointing in the direction where he'll take an important step in declaring that, in fact, Jerusalem is Israel's capital. Now, that may not sound like anything that's terribly dramatic, but it would represent an express repudiation of UN General Assembly Resolution 181, which would have made Jerusalem what they call a corpus separatum, a internationally supervised city, and separate into Arab and Jewish states. 181's been dead for a long time. Trump saying Jerusalem is Israel's capital would bury it once and for all. Now, that's not the same as moving the embassy, but it's a significant step because where else do you put the embassy but in somebody's capital? So I wish we could go faster. There are a lot of voices in the State Department and elsewhere that say you can't even do what he may be about to do. But we all wish he would go faster, but he's moving. His heart's in the right place on this.
So you saw the article by Ehud Barak in the New York Times yesterday. I don't know if you read the New York Times anymore.
I heard about it.
Basically, all the great things that we are seeing from the state of Israel that Prime Minister Netanyahu has accomplished, being the longest now sitting Prime Minister of the state of Israel, longer than Ben-Gurion. For some reason, Ehud Barak decided, and the New York Times decided this week, to put out an article which was not a favorable article for the Prime Minister. So what do you have to say about that?
Well, look, I think Prime Minister Netanyahu understands better than anybody in Israel the risks and the dangers that Israel faces, from conventional terrorist threats, suicide bombers, and the like, all the way up to what Ariel Sharon once called the threat of the Iranian nuclear holocaust. He has weathered very difficult times during the Obama administration. Now he has a real friend in the White House. So I think it shows the virtues of persistence and really focusing on what Prime Minister of Israel or the President of the United States has as their principal responsibility, and that's keeping their people safe. And that's what Bibi has done in every position he's held.
Thank you, Ambassador. We're going to hear more from you later. We love you, and God should bless you always.
Thank you very much.